Bonjour mes amis, bienvenue à la prochaine leçon de français 3. Aujourd'hui, nous allons continuer notre discussion du subjonctif. Autrefois, nous avons discuté comment on conjugue le subjonctif, mais aujourd'hui, on va discuter comment on utilise le subjonctif. Alors, c'est-à-dire, nous allons utiliser le subjonctif aujourd'hui. On y va. Alors, premier, qu'est-ce que nous savons du subjonctif? Bon, quand nous avons appris le subjonctif la première fois, nous avons appris que c'est un nouveau type de verbe. Oui, c'est un nouveau type, mais plus précisément, c'est un nouveau mood, comme le présent ou le passé composé ou le futur, ce sont le mode indicatif. These three are the indicative mode. Mais le subjonctif, c'est un nouveau mode. It's its own mode, its own mood. Il y a trois maisons et chaque verbe a sa propre maison. Il y a trois maisons. So we have the three houses of subjunctive et chaque verbe a sa propre maison, propre, its own. Par exemple, la première maison, ce sont les verbes qui ont un radical. So the verbs that only have one verb stem for the subjunctive, première maison. Deux radicaux, ce sont dans le deuxième maison. So these are the ones that have two radicales. So that's when the new and the il plural don't look the same. So we know we got to use those two stems for those verbs. Troisième, la maison folle, the crazy house. Irrégulier, les verbes qui ne sont pas comme les autres, the words that are not like the others. Voilà. So we know that. We also know it's E-E-S, E-I-O-N-S, I-E-Z, and E-N-T for most verbs, and we know that they are pretty much always the same for every, the endings are all the same, pretty much, except for soit and avoir. Now we're going to talk about when do you use the subjunctive, and that is what we're going to be practicing in this new unit. And there's a few situations that I want you to master when we're going to use the subjunctive, and I'm going to talk about them today. The first one is phrases of obligation or il faut que. Il faut que is when you need someone to do something. Par exemple, il faut que je remplisse l'aquarium. So I need to refill the aquarium. So the il faut que just means this person needs, or if you want to translate it literally, it's necessary that, or it is required that I refill the aquarium. You can translate it either way. This one is just need. So il faut que je remplisse l'aquarium. You see that remplisse, remplir, regular IR verb is conjugated in the subjunctive because this is an obligation that's been given. You'll also notice that it's after the word que, which you're going to see over and over again. Il faut que tu fasses la vaisselle. You need to do the dishes. Il faut que tu fasses la vaisselle. Again, you're going to see a que, and our action, faire, is in the subjunctive for the subject. La vaisselle for dishes. Il faut qu'elle sorte la poubelle. She needs to take out the trash. Elle sort la poubelle is in subjunctive because it's using the phrase of obligation. Il faut que. Il faut que nous lavions les carottes avant de les cuire. We need to wash these carrots before we cook them. Now, if you remember, we're talking about doing something before another activity, and typically we're going to put that in future. The subjunctive does not have a future form. We use it when we're talking about something that's happening now and something that'll happen later. So there is no future form for subjunctive. So even though we might say it in English, something that's going to happen or something that will happen, but it's supposed to use an obligation phrase, it will be in the present subjunctive. Il faut que nous lavions les carottes avant de les cuire. Il faut que vous rangiez les vêtements. You need to put your clothes away. Il faut que vous rangiez les vêtements. Again, make sure it's using a que, first of all, and it's an obligation phrase, il faut que, and that means I need to use the subjunctive. Lastly, il faut que les gars remettent les couverts. Les gars is just sort of like a fun word for guys. Il faut que les gars mettent les couverts. It's the guys need to. Oh, dear Lord, I already forgot the word. Les couverts, which is silverware. I always forget that word. That's why I always have my notes nearby because you never know when you're going to need them. The boys need to set the silverware or put the silverware up. Il faut que les gars mettent le couvert. Bon, on y va. The other one could be pretty much, it's the exact same phrase, but the opposite. Prohibition. Il ne faut pas que. So when you forbid someone from doing something. So you notice it's using the exact same phrase, il faut que, but now we're making it negative, il ne faut pas que. And now we are prohibiting these people from doing something like, il ne faut pas que je joue aux jeux vidéo avant dîner. So I cannot, I must not, or it is forbidden that I play video games before eating dinner. Or, il ne faut pas que tu ailles au ciné pour voir ce film violent. You are forbidden from going to the movie theater to see that violent movie. Il ne faut pas qu'elle sorte avec ce mauvais garçon-là. It is forbidden she goes out with that bad boy, ce mauvais garçon-là. Il ne faut pas que nous mangions les bonbons pour le dîner. We must not eat candy for dinner. With Easter just around the corner, I just want to remind everybody that. Il ne faut pas que vous regardiez la télé avant de faire le ménage. You must not watch TV before doing the housework. Faire le ménage, new vocabulary for you. Il ne faut pas que vous regardiez la télé avant de faire le ménage. And il ne faut pas que, whoa, that was a bad saying. Il ne faut pas que les gars maltraitent les filles. Voilà. So we had obligation, things that we had to do, prohibition, things we must not. Notice that each one of them is using a que. Desire, when we want someone to do something. Notice it's when we want someone else to do something. So not something that we want ourselves to do, but someone else. All of these phrases have to do is we want someone else to do it. Il faut que can be with ourselves, but when we do desire, it has to be about somebody else doing it. So for instance, I'm going to be using je veux for every single one of these examples, but you notice on the screen, there's actually several phrases that we might use. Je préfère, I prefer, je souhaite, I wish, je désire, I desire, j'exige, is another way of saying I want. Je voudrais, I would like, so it could be a polite. J'aimerais, also polite for I would like. J'insiste, pour que, which would be insist. On j'exige is probably, it does mean want, but it's a little meaner. It's kind of I demand. So be careful if using that one. So, je veux que tu viennes avec moi ce soir. I want you to come with me tonight. Notice how we say it in English. I want you to come with me tonight. So we say it very differently in English than we do in French. The subjunctive is very common in the French language, not so much in English. Now remember what I just said. It has to be two different subjects. I want you. It can't be something I want I to do, or you want you to do, or he wants he to do. It has to be two different people or two different subjects involved in order for this to work. Tu veux que la fille ne boive pas cette boisson. You want the girl to not drink that drink. Might be poisoned. I don't know. I had to come up with something. Tu veux que la fille ne boive pas cette boisson. Il veut que je lui téléphone demain. He wants me to call him tomorrow. So I've got he wants something that I do. So it's okay for me to use the subjunctive here. And also que. Nous voulons que les profs soient plus gentils. We want the teachers to be nicer. Pay attention to conjugation. Even though it starts with nous, the subject of the verb be is les profs. So I got to conjugate S-O-I-E-N-T. Vous voulez que nous sortions avec elle? You want us to go out with them? Vous voulez que nous sortions avec elle? Or, elle veut que vous essuyiez la table. They want you to wipe down the table. Elle veut que vous essuyiez la table. So, when it comes to desire, it's got to be two different people. You've got the subject, our beginner, wants someone else to do something. So, for instance, if he was just trying to say he wants to call tomorrow, then I wouldn't need the que, and I could just leave téléphoner alone. It'd be il veut téléphoner. Or you want to go out. Vous voulez sortir avec elle. Since we're not wanting someone else to do it in that situation, we don't need subjunctive, we don't need the que, we don't need all this. So it's only when we want someone else to do something that is not the same person as the subject. So for this next one, it's opinion. So it's a simple structure. It doesn't have to be specifically always this way, but it is a way to do it. Il est fill in an adjective. It's not going to be every adjective. There's going to be one caveat to that. So il est, adjective in the masculine form, que. And this is when we want to give our opinion about someone or something happening or doing something. Il est bon que je fasse mes devoirs chaque nuit. It's good I do my homework every night. Il est bon que je fasse mes devoirs chaque nuit. So I've got il est, some adjective, que, and then the action that someone's doing is written in the subjunctive. Il est important que tu puisses conjuguer le subjonctif. It's important that you can conjugate in the subjunctive. Haha. Il est normal que la fille ne veuille pas se maquiller. It's normal the girl doesn't want to put on makeup. Il est super que les garçons soient polis. So it's great the boys are nice or polite. Il est dommage qu'il pleuve. It's too bad that it's raining. Il est dommage qu'il pleuve. Pleuvoir technically is a third house verb, but we only ever use it in the il form. So it's il pleuve, by the way. Il vaut mieux que nous n'ayons pas de temps à gaspiller. So here's one where it's an opinion, but it's not using the il adjective. Il vaut mieux is a phrase meaning it's better that. Literally translate it's valued more that, but it's better that. Il vaut mieux que nous n'ayons pas de temps à gaspiller. It's better that we don't have time to waste. Il vaut mieux que nous n'ayons pas de temps à gaspiller. So you can use almost every single adjective for this particular way, except an adjective that has to do with the word certain. So if it is an adjective that is certain about something, so this would be it is sure that, it is certain, it is true, it is veritable, we wouldn't use this particular method with this. We would use a different way to describe it that wouldn't use the subjunctive. It would actually just use the regular present tense. So this is something that comes up, by the way. So, when do we use the subjunctive? Quand on utilise le subjunctif? Obviously, as you've seen all the examples, there's always a que that helps you remember. There must be two different subjects or two different people. So, if you're using an il est adjectif que, you probably don't want to start the next part with il. You probably just want to identify your noun. Or if it's something that you want someone else to do, it cannot match. So it can't be something that I want me to do, you want you to do, he wants he to do. It must be different people. And it must be a phrase of, and my word only, dupe. It has to be desire, opinion, obligation, or prohibition. There are several others that we're just not going to get into, and we're going to learn a new acronym for that when we expand on it. But I want you to start with just these four. So make sure you understand that it's going to be with these four types of phrases to start us off. Merci mes amis. Bonne journée.